What's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you my Psy-Frame Sky Striker deck profile. This deck is actually really cool and has some really strange synergy that actually seems to work really well. But anyways, guys, let's get into this and I'll explain what everything does as I go. So this is a very big deck. I think this is 50 cards, but everything pretty much searches itself, and it's just I haven't bricked so far with it. It's actually like super consistent, like I said. So anyways, like I was saying, let's get into it. We're playing 3 Psy-Frame Gear Alpha. Pretty much if your opponent, well, I should say from the beginning, all Psy-Frames have the effect where if you have no monsters on the field, whenever a certain action that your opponent does happens, then you're able to special summon itself and then a Psy-Frame driver from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and then they get banished during the end phase. So now that that's out of the way, Alpha, pretty much if your opponent normal summons or special summons, you're able to summon this, summon the driver, and then you're able to search any Psy-Frame card, whether it be another monster, spell, trap, anything like that. So this is really good. Then we play 3 Gamma. This stops effects from activating, monster effects. 3 Delta. The format's shaping up to be very spell heavy. Not that it wasn't before, but even more so now. And this one negates spells. 1 Psy-Frame Gear Beta. Pretty much whenever your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, and since most of the time you won't have a monster on board anyways, what this one does is when they attack, you negate the attack, destroy the monster, end the battle phase, and of course summon the driver, which is really good. Next, we're playing 2 regular driver. This is kind of a brick if you draw it, but it actually works really good with the field spell, and I'll explain that later on. And 1 pseudo driver. Pretty much this is like your effect version of driver. Pretty much it counts as Psy-Frame driver while it's in the hand or graveyard, and if you summon a tuner, you're able to then summon this. Next, we're playing 3 Droll Lock. Just it stops searching. 2 Ash. 3 Fairy Tale Luna. If it's normal summoned, you're able to search another copy of itself pretty much, and also it bounces monsters back to hand, which is really good. 2 Fossil Dyna. This kind of contradicts the way the deck works, but it forces them to use resources to actually out it. And that's it for the monsters. Next, for the spells, we play 3 Psy-Frame Circuit. This is like an amazing field spell. It pretty much during your opponent's turn, if you summon a Psy-Frame, you're able to immediately after synchro summon. So you can go for like Omegas and stuff on your opponent's turn for disruption, and also just to be able to clear your board to activate other Psy-Frames. And it also has the effect where you can discard a Psy-Frame and make a Psy-Frame you control gain the attack. So that's why even if you open driver, it isn't bad. You want to get to your field spell, so you play 3 Terraforming. Next, for the Sky Strikers, we're playing 3 Engage. This is your search card, and then it also, if you have 3 or more, you get to draw a card. 2 Hornet Bit. This summons tokens, and if you have 3 or more spells engraved, then you're able to make the token a 1500 beater. 1 Widow Anchor. This negates effects and then takes the monster. 1 Shark Cannon. Banishes a card, and if you have 3 or more, you summon it to your field, but its effects negated. Afterburner pops a monster. If you have 3 or more, pops a back row. The reverse for jamming waves. Then we play 2 Psychic Field Zone. You return a Psychic Tuner and non-tuner to your grave, and then synchro summon using those 2 as material pretty much. 2 Foolish Bearer of Goods. Send any of your Sky Strikers to grave, so you get the additional effect, and also you can send the Psy-Frame trap. And then the last spells are 2 Dualities, just to kind of search whatever you need, or try to. 3 Psy-Frame Overload. Non-targeting spot removal that banishes the opponent's monster face down is really good, and since you like never have monsters actually on board, you play 3 Torrential. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we're playing 2 Sky Striker Ace Kagari. Lowers the opponent's monster's attack and also adds a Sky Striker spell back from grave. 2 Shizuku pretty much adds a Sky Striker spell during the end phase, and also it lowers the opponent's attack, while the other Kagari, I believe, gains the attack, and Shizuku makes them lower their attack. That's it for the links, and then we're playing 1 Scarlight Dragon Archfiend, 2 Omegas, just to interrupt, 1 Crimson Blader, just as another 8. Thought Ruler Archfiend lets you, when you kill stuff, you basically can gain the life points equal to the attack or whatever, and also negates your opponent's spell and traps from targeting psychics. Spark Dragon, and then for the 7s, we're playing Clearwing, 2 Zeta. This card's actually super clutch. It makes so you banish itself and an opponent's attack position special summon monster, so like Lynx, until your next standby phase, and also if it's in grave, you can return it to the extra deck and add a Psy-Frame from your grave to your hand. Life Transfer, you're able to banish a psychic, gain 1200 life, so that's really good. And then Black Rose Moonlight, again, for more disruption, because you can summon just about all of these on your opponent's turn due to the Psy-Frame's field spell and everything like that. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out. Share this video with your friends. Maybe they're looking for a cool new deck to try out. And anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video.